Hey everyone, Natalie requested a quick workout to strengthen the glutes and thighs on the Pilates reformer, so follow along with her if this interests you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Lie supine on the reformer with all springs on, heels on the foot bar. Inhale, lengthen the legs, pressing through your heels. Exhale, resist coming in. Remember to keep your head, neck, and shoulders relaxed and your tailbone heavy on the mat as you bend and extend the legs.
Wrapped up in everything, but now that I'm out.
Return the carriage home and lower to your arches. Inhale as you lengthen the legs, exhale as you return the carriage home each time. Make sure to squeeze your thighs, creating your own internal resistance, not just as you straighten the legs, but also as you slowly bend them back in. Lower to toes on the foot bar, remaining parallel. Inhale to straighten the legs. Exhale, resist coming in.
Now what was it you used to say? How you needed a solid way to be yourself. Now you're free.
Change to Pilates V on the toes and continue 5 more repetitions out and in.
Wrapped up in everything, but now that I'm out, I got wind under my wings. So tell me that you need me, I wouldn't bother.
Go to wide on the heels and lengthen, pressing through the heels and resist coming in.
My cold shoulder is yours since we're over. See, you got what you asked. I got wind.
Return the carriage home, then lower your headrest to flat. The next set of footwork will be done with the hips lifted in a bridge position. With the heels parallel on the bar, tuck, peel, and lift the hips up, not very high, but so that you could fit your hand underneath your hips. Press the carriage out and in as you maintain a stable, lifted pelvis. Bend and come in, lower the hips down, and lower your feet to the arches. Curl the hips back up into a bridge, and press out on an inhale, return the carriage on an exhale. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, resist coming in. Return home, roll the hips down, and then lower to your toes, remain parallel. Peel those hips back up 5 times, pressing out and in, squeezing pelvic floor muscles and deep low abdominals to keep the hips stable and lifted. Roll the hips down, change into Pilates V on the toes, peel those hips back up. Remember, you're in a low bridge here. Press out, squeezing the upper inner thighs and back in 5 times.
Bad news knocking at my door, but I like it like that. We go all in and I'm falling.
The last set will be done wide on the heels. Once you're there, peel the hips up, squeeze those thigh muscles and glutes as you lengthen the legs, and return the carriage home 5 times out and in. Return the carriage home, and then hug those knees in, rock side to massage out your backside. Come to a seated position and change to either 1 red spring or 1 red and 1 blue spring. come to a hands and knees position. Hands on the shoulder pads, knees are close to the back of your carriage, feet hanging over the springs. Place the ball of your right foot on the foot bar. Keep your left knee down on the mat. Lengthen your right leg to press the carriage away, being cautious of your balance. Holding on tightly with your arms, belly drawn in and up. Inhale to lengthen the leg. Exhale, slowly resist back in each time.
Like that. Now I'm catching fire, 'cause you take me higher. You know you're everything that I ever desire. And we crossing borders, not taking orders. And I like it like that.
Focus on squeezing your glute muscle when the leg is extended back.
I took a chance and I was right in every way. For lack of anything better for me to say. Hey, I like you like that. Yeah, I like you like that.
Switch sides. Inhale, lengthen the left leg. Exhale, resist the carriage back home. Return the carriage and push into a child's pose to stretch. Next, you may need a block to stand on, depending on the height of your reformer. Natalie's showing you a moon box from Balance Body and a yoga block. She's choosing the yoga block, but you can pick either. Something about a 4 to 6 inch block based on a reformer that is 14 inches high or taller. Set the block close to the machine on the floor so that's in line with the center of your carriage. Turn to face your foot bar, left foot on the block, right foot will be against the shoulder pad. You should be on one red and one blue spring. Your hands will be on the foot bar closest to the side that you're standing on. Pick your kneecap up off the mat for scooter. Extend the leg back behind you, pressing the carriage out, and then return it home. Make sure you're sitting back slightly closer to your heels. Remember to squeeze the glute and thigh muscle as you lengthen the leg behind you. Hold your navel to spine to protect your back since you're bent forward, and remember to breathe.
I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Oh, the way that I feel, yeah, I know that it's real. 'Cause I can get them out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new. Even if we stay in bed, my heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him, nah, 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 nah. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter.
Set your kneecap down on the mat gently and place yourself on one red spring. Then come to a standing upright position. Your feet stay in the same spot that they've been in, but you lift that kneecap up off the mat for standing balance work. Carefully extend the leg back behind you without arching your back. Squeeze your glute muscle to do this. Remain tall in your posture, eyes looking out in front of you. If you need a pole for balance, you can certainly hold on to one, or the wall if you're close.
If you want. I heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna nah, nah.
Softly lower your knee to the mat, holding on to the foot bar, and then take your foot off the block and bring it forward on the floor next to the front of the machine. Press back for an Eve's lunge stretch. You can stay back here or you can move the carriage out and in to lengthen further each time.
And I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter.
Return the carriage home and add that blue spring back on so that you're on one red and one blue spring. Bring your block over to the other side of the machine. Remember, it's on the floor close to the machine in line with the center of the reformer mat. Turn to face your foot bar. Right foot will be on the block, left foot against the shoulder pad for scooter.
Started out just like a lovely story. You were mine and we were really happy.
Lift your kneecap off the mat, soften the standing leg, and kick back and forth with the back leg. Keep a little bit of pressure through the arms so that you're sitting somewhat closer to your heel. Remember to keep the shoulders away from your ears and the abs drawn into the spine. Breathing in as you lengthen the leg back and exhale to return the carriage home each time.
For a long time, you had me fooled and there were no signs. And you stole my time, and I lived my life with you.
Softly set your knee down, change to one red spring, and then stand in an upright position. Your left foot still against the shoulder pad, right foot on the block, kneecap off the mat. Standing tall, looking straight out in front of you, extend that leg back and forth, making sure that the standing leg, you have a soft knee so you don't lock or hyperextend it. Inhaling and exhaling. Don't allow the pelvis to move, so keep your abs drawn in. Your hands can be on your hips to remind you to keep your tailbone dropped downward.
To be a little fuzzy, honey. I didn't know what you wanted from me. Rather heard it from the beginning that you didn't know what you had.
Softly lower your knee, move your right foot forward on the floor close to the front of the machine, and press back for Eve's lunge.
That this would end up upside down. You and me cheated for a long time. You had me fooled and there were no signs. And you
Change to one red and one blue spring, or two red springs for feet and straps. You'll lie down on your back. You can have your headrest up or down. We will not be doing any inversions. And place your feet in the foot straps.
should have known that you'd lose. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery, robbery. Stole my heart, so stole my heart.
With legs straight and either parallel or turned out, lower and lift them. Inhaling and exhaling, keeping your knees nice and straight. Unless you hyperextend them, then you should micro bend them slightly.
It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery, robbery. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery, robbery.
At the top, open into circles. Squeeze them together at the bottom and lift straight up the center. You can be slightly turned out, getting full circumduction through the hip sockets. Squeeze those abdominal muscles and be sure to keep your tailbone heavy on the mat.
Inside, 'cause your words are so contagious. I don't wanna be distracted. No, I'm having a reaction. Oh, I give in to you, give in to your state of mind.
Reverse at the top. Inhale, lengthen down. Exhale, around and up to the sky.
I can feel you burning up. 'Cause tonight we lose it all. We let go. It's something in the way you move that makes me do things I've never done. Yeah, tonight we lose it all. I'm broken, and even if the sky would fall and flames are getting closer. Ooh, my skin's on fire. I'm flying.
Bend into a frog position. Keep those heels glued together as you extend and bend the knees.
Lights keep dancing by, painting the sky and adding to our chemistry. Heart beats up line, right in time. You've become a remedy. I don't wanna be distracted. No, I'm having a reaction.
Bend into frog, then separate your feet so they're hip distant apart. Keep them fairly parallel as you extend and bend again. Squeeze the glutes and thighs as you straighten your legs.
We'll burn it up, 'cause tonight we lose it all. We let go, it's something in the way you move that makes me do things I've never done. Yeah, tonight we lose it all. I'm broken, and even if the sky would fall in flames again.
Bend into frog and give yourself a little stretch before we finish with some hamstring stretches. Take your right foot out of the strap, hang up the strap, and reach your right toes for the foot bar. Drop that right heel under the bar to lengthen and stretch through the back of that leg, and pull on the strap that's on your left foot to give yourself a hamstring stretch. Breathing deep, relaxing your head, neck, and shoulders.
My skin's on fire. 'Cause tonight we lose it all. We let go, it's something in the way.
Switch to the other foot strap. Place your right one back on, take the left one off, reach those toes for the foot bar. Remember to drop that heel down, keep that left leg nice and straight, and then pull gently on the right foot strap.
My skin's on fire. On fire. My skin's on fire.
Remove that foot strap, return the carriage home, and then finish by hugging your knees in and rocking side to side.
Wherever you put down your feet, you are not
Thank you for joining Natalie today for this butt and thigh burning workout. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video.